Hey everybody, Tanner here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Tomb Raider DLC for Dead by Daylight, going for the Desperate Escape achievement. This one's going to be done from the Survivor side. It is to fast vault within 3 seconds of taking a hit 15 times. This one can be done with any survivor, so no purchase necessary for this one. I am going to recommend for your perk loadout, you stick to the classic self-care and botany knowledge combo, as that's going to be super useful, and it's going to allow us to get more hits in per game. So, in order to start grinding this achievement out, you are obviously going to need to get to the killer and then have them hit you, and then you're going to need to respond to that hit with a fast vault. So, make sure you locate the killer, make sure you try to get them to swing at you. You're going to want to take the hit, then you're going to want to look for a nearby vaulting spot, and then you're going to want to do a fast vault over it. If you manage to pull that off, that's going to start counting towards the achievement. We're going to need to do that a total of 15 times. Now, what's going to happen more likely than not is the killer is going to continue to chase you even after you perform that fast vault to get away from them. So try your best to escape the chase and then get to safety. This is going to be where those self-healing perks are going to come in handy. So take advantage of self-care with botany knowledge to try to pick yourself back up. Once you are back up to full health, ready to take another hit, you're going to want to try to look for the killer, and we're going to repeat the same thing, and we're basically going to keep this up until we get our 15 in. Now, 3 seconds after the hit is going to be a pretty tight window, so I am going to recommend, instead of having you seek out the killer and then trying to get them to hit you, then having you try to look for a vaulting spot, you're going to want to try to bait them into a location that's close to a vaulting spot so you can have an easier time of making that 3-second deadline. Now, windows aren't going to be the only thing that count. You can also use down pallets. Those should also count for the achievement, so you can take advantage of that. This is going to be a cumulative achievement that does track over multiple games. Now, the big thing that you do want to keep in mind is only fast vaults are going to count for the achievement. So your character is going to have 3 different vaulting speeds: slow, normal, and fast. A fast vault is going to be when you hit the vault button at least 2.5 meters away from the vaulting spot, and it has to come from a straight line and not an angle. If you come at it from too close or at an angle, it's going to result in a normal vault, which will not count for the achievement as that's going to be too slow. Now, thankfully, you should be able to tell the difference between the two, as their animations are going to differ from one another. So a fast vault is going to be where your character swings their legs over the vaulting spot, opposed to a normal vault or a slow vault where your character is just going to climb over. So as long as you are giving yourself the appropriate amount of space before taking the hit, you should be able to have these count for fast vaults every time. Once you do manage to hit 15 cumulatively, you should be good for the achievement. 20 gamer score for this one. And that's all there is to it.